Hi everyone, this is Ashley with Right By Me, and today we're going to be making some more ephemera. I'm not sure if I'm going to be making it for my newest journal. I'm kind of in a procrastination mood when it comes to this particular journal, but we might, I'm not sure. But we'll still make it anyway, and I can always make it in a more general aspect and not so much themed around the journal that I am making. So I'm going to be making kind of like a card. It's reminiscent of a gatefold or trifold card, but not completely. This is like a little mock-up, so it's going to open up like that. This is your card base. This is going to be a little pocket, maybe for like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a bookmark or a little tag or something. And then it's going to close like that. And on the front here, we're going to build a panel so that it's more decorative, and we'll decorate it and go from there. So I'm going to start with a heavy-duty cardstock. So this is a 110-pound cardstock, which is pretty traditional for card making. And then this is a Nina Solar White cardstock. And I'm going to start with just a basic top folding card base, which is 4 1/4 by 11. And we're not going to fold it in half, which is usually what you do if you're building just a normal card. Instead, we're going to fold each side at 3 3/8. So right here. And then, since it's white, it's a little hard to see. Apologies. I'm gonna burnish it really well. Oops. Alright. Like so. Then on just this side, we're going to score it again. I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to score it right here. And that is roughly, I don't know. I just did the math, and I don't know if you have this scoreboard or something similar. It's that marking right there. Forgive me, math and measurements are not my strong suit. How I got into a hobby in card making that required me to do so much math and measurements, I don't know. And I hate to say my teachers were right in saying, oh, you're going to use math all day, every day, like this kind of stuff. And for the first part of my life, no, I absolutely did not have to. But the second part of my life, I have used it every single day. So there might be a little bit extra. That's okay. We're just gonna trim it off. You know what? I'm just gonna do it with scissors. Voila. And then we're going to just cut from here down so that it makes a little pocket insert. probably just do that at the 1 1/4. Even that might be too deep. Let's just do 1 inch. Probably can do it on this side. So line up that corner and the 1 inch slice. All right, put that to the side. So now you're left with something like that. Yep. Okay. So then from here, we're going to slice this way. And we're going to bring that back out. We're going to make it to a 1 1/2 inch slice. So make sure I am doing this in the top corner. So here's the half mark. There's the corner. Just like that. Okay. So now we're looking like this. And I'm going to make a panel for that, and we're gonna glue this down, but I think I want to put something back here, at least at this part, so it peeks out and is a little more interesting. So I'm just gonna grab some scrap paper. I'm looking through my scraps here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna cut. Sorry. My head's a little scrambled this morning. So now I'm going to just glue this edge down to make a pocket. Just like that. I really want to make sure it's on there, so I'm just gonna press that down. Working with thicker cardstocks has its benefits and its downsides. Alright, so far, looking like that. I can also put another pocket on the back, and we could make something to insert into that pocket as well. And it could double as both a card and a ephemera file. I'm gonna take a drink of my coffee real quick, excuse me. Oh, that's good. Okay. I think I want to do book pages as the general decoration for the outside. And then we'll find a panel. And I think I'll do... I know I want this center to be where you can write and everything. So I think I'll just put aged paper or coffee dyed paper here. Yeah. And then maybe on this side. I mean, I guess I could do the whole inside as a place to write and put some decoration. I think we'll end up doing that. So, okay. All right. I think that's what we'll do. Can always change your mind along the way, right? So for book pages, I'm still kind of looking for older books that are larger, like, you know, large like this, that aren't so spaced apart with their words. So what is that, like college ruled, where it's much smaller text? I just haven't been very lucky in finding that too much, at least around me, because I don't want to buy a good book and take that away from somebody else to tear up and use. I'd rather get books that not too many people want to read anymore, or aren't very good books. I guess that's subjective though, isn't it? So, apologies, I'm just looking at my stash of papers to see what kind of lettered thing I'm going to use. I'm probably going to end up having to use pages from my collage book. Yeah, I'm going to have to end up using pages from this. I just take them from the back. The only problem with using this book is that it's a rather... I don't think they're personally very good books, but they're very popular still. So they got names that people know all over them. Actually, I'll just find something. I'll try to find something else. Okay. We're gonna have to be really, really creative today. This is gonna be a multi-step card process then. So I have this book. It's got smaller text, but the pages are not aged at all. I'm gonna have to take a bunch out and coffee dye them myself. I just haven't gotten around to that. So let's see if I can just tear some out and we're going to stain them as quickly as we can on our own with inks. Okay, so this is my spray box. And I gotta stand up and rummage real quick. If the camera shakes a little bit, I apologize. Here we go. Okay. So this is homemade spray inks, alcohol ink sprays. So I'm running low on brown, but this should help kind of make it look a little more weathered and aged. So, you know, by comparison. And I'll add some more ink to that potentially. I can't really reach my distressing sprays right now. My ring light is being held up by them. Let's see if I can reach any of the other ones though to help out here. Okay. So this is a khaki, but it kind of comes out yellow, but that'll help. Okay. And again, we'll try to shove that back into a spot. Okay. I'm gonna dry these off real quick. I don't know how loud it's going to be. I apologize ahead of time if it's too loud. So here's your earphone warning. Again, I apologize for that. All right, so that's how they currently are looking. So let's see, let's get our card here. Since we're doing the outsides in this, I'm not sure which one I like more. This one's got more yellow. This one's got more brown. I really kind of like them both. Indecisive as ever. You know what? I think I'm actually going to use this one. It's slightly more varied and therefore a little more interesting. Will it fit? I think just. And I can always cut off the little sliver. That's not going to impact it too much, especially since we're going to put a panel on it. Take another drink. Ooh, I'm talking a lot today. Okay. Or I could put something else on this panel and not be worried at all and have all of that covered. So I think that's what I'm going to do. this will go into my strips for the collage book. I feel so unorganized today. But I'm having a good day, so I really hope you're having a good day too. I had a pretty easy morning. And later tonight when my husband gets home, we're going to do family style breakfast. And it's one of our favorite things to do. I have this little camper's griddle, and we like to put it on our table. And I mean, you can cook anything. We do breakfast mostly, but we've done shrimp and steaks and chicken and vegetables and all sorts of things. And you kind of, I mean, other cultures have been cooking and eating like this for forever. It's just something that we started to pick up and enjoy doing together, where we just get all the ingredients out and we just slowly cook what we want and eat it. And it takes a while, but that's one of the reasons why I like it so much, is that it lets us spend time together and talk about our days and whatnot. Yeah, it's a really social way to eat. It's a lot of fun. I recommend it. All right. Get my Speedway card here. This is a really old card. It's at least 12 years old, if not older. I could almost just cut that here and fold it over, but since we're going to be covering it, I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'll just cut it and save this chunk for later. I could always use this chunk for here too, which is probably what I'll end up doing. And we're not going to worry about the little stock white cardstock in the back. I'm going to distress this whole thing when we're done, or along the way. Oh my goodness. Can't make up my mind worth a damn today. All right. Fold it. Get out my other bone folder. so far, we're looking like this. So far, I really like it. So let's keep going. So this doesn't actually fit too well there. So I'm gonna put that aside and try to find a replacement option. Is that thick enough? Just about. You know what, I have a new thing. I'm gonna pull that out. This is my box of ribbon. I recently got this stuff. I wonder. It's like a mesh burlap mesh ribbon, and it's got wires in it, but you can pluck the wires out. Try to see if I like that texture. Really, it doesn't, it's like the exact same width. Like, literally. So I need something just a little bit bigger. This was a good option. Gonna hold that back up. Nuts. That one's too thick. Alright. It's worth a shot. See if I got any other. This is my other stack of paper. Let's see if we can find anything in here. I mean, I could always use a part of that. I think I'll pull that aside for the part of the inside. There are my other things from a previous project. Yeah, I think I like that. Just to make sure there's... Of course, I do like that a lot too. I used this pattern in my Art Nouveau journal. Which is still one of my favorite journals that I've made. Do we like that? Or do we like that? I think I like the slightly more subdued one for this project. Put these back. it to the 1 mark. So corner to the 1. Corner to the 1-inch mark. That should be good. Yes, it is. It hangs over just a little bit. I can trim that off. This is how we're looking so far. So far, so good, right? Yeah. I think I am going to end up also putting a little pocket back here if I have time. If not, I mean, I'll probably still do it. I don't know if I'll have time to show on camera it. These projects just take me so long to complete. So I think I'm going to do the inside next. So I'm just going to glue it and trim it. So far, so good. All right. More of that paper out. I showed, I think it was yesterday's video, that I just love. I think I'll do the same thing. I think I'll just put it on and trim it. don't know if anybody else has been watching the new Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power show on Amazon Prime or not, or if you're even interested, but I'm watching it. I got a lot of complaints. A lot of complaints with it, but the two compliments I can give it is that the scenery is so gorgeous. They do truly a phenomenal job on scenery, and their CGI is actually a lot better than it looked in their trailers. I recommend it as a fantasy show, not as a Lord of the Ring accurate lore show. If you know even the tiniest bit about the history and the lore, you're probably going to be pretty pissed. Well, like me. But if you really don't care that much about the being a stickler for accuracy and whatnot, it is a solid fantasy show. I know there's a lot of controversy dealing with some of the casting choices, and they're not a problem. In fact, they're some of the more interesting characters and the better actors, for sure. If you know the controversy, you know what I'm talking about. However, the casting choices that I personally have a huge gripe with are Celebrimbor. That is not Celebrimbor. You cannot convince me for anything in the world that that is Celebrimbor. And Elrond. No. There's nothing wrong with the actor. He's a great actor. And technically he plays him just fine. He doesn't look like him even remotely, kind of, sort of. I really hate it when people decide to just meh their appearances. I'm like, the least you could do is at least try to make them look like the characters that you're casting. That would be great. If you want to change some little things up in their story to make it fit better for your personal show, that's whatever, you know. People deal with that crap all the time in adaptations. But to not even attempt to make them look like the character or make them recognizable, I think you got a problem. Especially when you decide to release your television show pretty much in the same week as House of the Dragon on HBO. And they pay far more closer attention to appearances and costuming, because costuming's another pretty big issue in the Rings of Power show. So, this is what we got so far. Where you write, I'll probably put some decorations and whatnot, but let's figure out a panel. So, can either make a panel I'm gonna make a panel. I have to print something out and I can't show that, so please forgive me as I print this out, and excuse how loud my printer is, because it's gonna be right next to I think I'm gonna print, see, I already have those 2 images. Okay. Okay, I think I know what I want. I just have to find it. Is it in this one? It is not. Although I could do that. I think that's cute. Okay, so I'm going to pull out another one of these sheets. And load that into my printer, and that's what I'm going to print on. I don't want to waste that piece of paper, so I'm going to print out a couple of things on it. Please stop running like that. And this one, okay. Print. Print. Yeah, I know. You don't like it. Might end up being a little big, but we'll find out. Okay. Here we go. 1 minute. Get that back out. But I still recommend the show. Give it a shot. Form your own opinion. I do recommend House of the Dragon, however, wholeheartedly. It's been amazing. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. So the one that I was aiming for was this toad. He might be a little big, but then I could do this one instead, but I'm gonna cut him out. And I can shrink him. I can make him smaller. Put those in my ephemera box for later. Yes, so I think I'm going to attempt to make this smaller. See what it looks like. Yeah, that could still work. Even though that's there, it's just kind of a design element. I could always make that an inside pocket. Maybe. I don't know. I need to back this on some stronger cardstock though, so I think I'm gonna pull out another oh wait, I have that already cut. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on to a stronger cardstock to give it some oomph. Excuse me. Okay. So it looks like I am in fact making this for my upcoming journal. I'm still debating on what size I want to make my journal, because as of right now, the types of journals I make have two sizes. One contains 5 signatures and one contains 2 signatures. And I'm kind of leaning towards the 2 signature smaller one, just because I have been making a lot of ephemera for it, and I kind of feel like it would feel more full if I used the 2 signature size. So it would just be absolutely jam-packed full of goodies, which I think would be pretty fun. Okay, so we got it like this so far. This is going to go on kind of like right there. And then, so when it opens, you're going to see all that white. You know, I got like 10 minutes left. I think I'll back it with some of that. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Every day. Allergies. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Put it down. I'll just cut off. I don't need. I gotta start hurrying up a little bit. I'm sorry, I keep doing things off camera. Okay. Alright, I want him like right like that. Oh, I didn't go down far enough. I thought I did. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Well, it's a good thing I can just add that back on. Good enough. Doesn't gotta be perfect, it's handmade. Doesn't mean it's got to look bad though. But, you know, mistakes happen. So what I was gonna do is make a little mark. Because I want it like this. So I gotta make a little mark where not to glue. So don't glue on the little marks. I guess this is my last chance to see if I want to make that a pocket as well. I don't think I do. Not this time. Okay. I think I'm going to corner round that with my crocodile corner chomper. I'm going to do the 1/2 inch chomp like that. Yeah. Thinking, should I try to do it in this corner too? No, no, leave it. All right, so far that's what we got. Oh, I am almost out of time. Still want to make a pocket. Maybe I could finish this in tomorrow's video and then start a new project as well. I think that's what I'm going to do. But we're making really good progress. I know some people can make ephemera and stuff like really quick. I'm just not one of them. So, and we'll distress everything and get everything looking really nice, and we'll make a hopefully we can make like a little piece that'll fit in there. I'm thinking like a little, I'm personally thinking like a little bookmark. And then I'm thinking of putting something like right here and maybe right here, and then the rest is blank to write on. And then I want to make a pocket in the back and then make something to sit inside of that pocket as well. So I think that's what we'll do tomorrow, and then see if we have, we should hopefully, but who knows with me, have time to start another project. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so join me tomorrow to continue this project and to start another one, hopefully. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.